What is going on, everyone? We are here with another spotlight interview series, hosted by yours truly, ACK. It's another Sunday. We're doing interviews and got a couple of hometown boys here from Burlington, Massachusetts.
Yeah,
Um,
what up?
got my boy Jameer here. Jameer, what's going on, man? How are you?
I'm good, bro. How you doing, man?
Not too bad. Listen, I appreciate you coming on and doing this. It's just cool to connect like from people from the same hometown and stuff like that, doing music
Yeah,
together and just getting together and doing this. So I appreciate you coming on.
for sure, bro, for sure.
Yeah, no, so it's exciting. I'm pretty much just like everyone always knows, like I just always like jumping right into the questions is actually, you know what, before that, why don't we let the people know a little bit about you if you want to kind of let them know who you are like as an artist and stuff like that.
Uh, Actually, it's pretty simple. Like, my name is Jamil, but my artist name is Stubby. And actually, I did go to school with you. That's a little fun fact right there.
Mhm.
I just make music, like rap music. Yeah, you guys should check me out.
No, absolutely. You got a lot of cool stuff. I mean, you don't have much out there, but you have a couple of good, like really vibing songs out there, like 1, 2, 3, and then obviously the new one, Long, which is the
Yeah,
one we're gonna listen to later.
yeah, for
Um,
sure.
Yeah, so kind of jumping into the first question, that I always jump right into is how did music start for you? Like, was it at an early age? Like, did you always vibe to music? And like, when did you really start pursuing all that stuff?
I mean, for me, like all my homeboys, they've always been into music, and that's how I started because for me, like I wasn't like right into it, but all my friends were making music, and excuse me, like, I used to go to the studio with them, and like one day I just decided to give it like a try, and I liked it, so I just kept on doing it.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. And like some of your other friends, obviously, like Jimmy and Simon, like they're all from Burlington too. A bunch of hometown
Yeah,
boys just coming together, all graduated
yeah,
about the same time. So it's just cool to really like connect like with those people and to actually do that kind of stuff, you know?
yeah, for sure,
And I
man.
feel like it just makes it more fun and like you guys can definitely probably get like more creative and stuff like that because like you guys have known each other for so long and stuff like that. So it probably it would kind of
No.
work, kind of works easier sometimes.
Oh, definitely. Especially that it's with people that you know, your friends. Like these are the people that you see every day. And if you guys decide to go to studio, there's like a good vibe, good energy, and a lot of creative stuff just comes together.
No,
So
exactly. Cause like I've done plenty of like co-writes and stuff like that with some like artists that like I wasn't familiar with. And it's just hard sometimes because you don't know their styles and like you don't know their
yeah.
vibe and stuff. So sometimes it's hard. So that's why it's really special when you do it with people that you've known for so long and get together and do that stuff.
Oh, definitely. And I feel like the writing process too gets easier because these are your friends that are they know like what you want in your songs, and they can give you like different ideas, especially like
Exactly.
if you're in a room full of like 5, 6 people. There's a lot of creative people in one room, so
No,
the writing
exactly.
process is easier.
Yeah, no, it definitely makes the process easier for sure. So kind of getting into the second question is who are like some of your inspirations in music? Like, what do you like, like obviously when you started doing it, like you gotta know you gotta have some type of inspirations.
Oh, definitely. I mean, first of all, I'll definitely start with my friends because seeing them do something like that, something cool that inspires you for you to give it a try. You know what I mean? But of course, people like Jay-Z, Lil Wayne,
Yeah.
Tupac, these are all great writers, and you kind of want to emulate what they do.
No, exactly. I mean, there are a lot of talented artists right there that you just named off, and it's cool like that. Um, your friends kind of inspire you too. Like that's just like a really like unique way because like some people do have like family members that kind of like inspire them and push them to do music. So it's just cool that you like really see like the inspiration from them too.
Yeah.
Um, so next thing I kind of want to touch up on is like kind of your creative processes, like when it comes to writing a song, like when you like obviously like it's so different for all kinds of different artists, like from like
Oh, for
any type
sure.
of genre, from like rap to country to pop. Like some people hear the melody first and then they write to that, or some people will write
Yeah.
things down and then try and find a melody. Like what's like your whole creative process like when it comes to a song?
Actually, me like I kind of struggle a little bit with that. Because I keep on jumping back and forth. Because sometimes like I'll write a song and there's no like beat to it. Like I'll just write a song and then I try to find a beat that will match the melodies. And then but there's something new that I've been trying that I listen to the beat, then I try to mumble some words. They don't have to make sense.
Yeah.
It just like a mumble was try to create the melody and then I go back and try to write something that makes sense to it. And actually that has been one thing out good for me.
No, that's awesome. And like I've obviously I sent you over some stuff too, and you were probably like trying to work with that, and that's like kind of like
Yeah,
what you're probably trying to do and stuff. And then
yeah, definitely.
hopefully at some point down the road we can get a collab together and actually drop
Oh,
something.
oh yeah. Definitely, definitely. And that's actually been my goal. Like I want my next song to be one of your beats. So
I
we're definitely gonna
appreciate
work
that,
on
man.
that.
No, I appreciate that a lot, and I'm excited to get some new music out there for my fans. Because I mean, as a artist, you probably have goals that you kind of set for yourself here and there.
Yeah,
And kind of like one of my biggest goals for this year, I mean, because we're already halfway through the year almost, like time's just flying. But
yeah,
with only like 6 months left, by the end of the year, I at least want to try and get maybe one, like definitely one song, maybe two. Like I want to
yeah,
get them out there on like Spotify and Apple Music and stuff like that.
yeah.
Speaking of like Spotify and like Apple Music and stuff, what did it feel like when you got your first song out there, like with your artist name on there, and like what was just like the emotions kind of just like going through you getting a song out there with your
Oh man. Like me, I was really excited because like I said, like I'd seen my friends do it and it was something cool. And that's something that I've always wanted to see my song like on Apple Music or Spotify or one of the other platforms. So I was really excited. I showed it to all my friends, all my sisters, my brothers. I was really excited. So
No,
yeah,
that's awesome. I remember when I came out with my first song, Lonely, that Alexa Mashka sang. It was just
yeah,
cool for both of us because that was for both of us, that was our first song ever out there. So like we both kind of got
yeah,
to really experience that. And it was just so cool to like have our names out there on that. And it was just like I was like, oh, I'm on Spotify, I'm on Apple Music now. And then I'm just showing everyone, and I was just getting so
yeah,
much love and support for it too, which is awesome.
yeah,
So kind of jumping into the next question is always the
for
hardest
sure.
one. I
Uh-huh.
always tell everyone always knows I kind of talk to the artist before the interviews start, and I always just mention this question because it is a hard question. Like
Yeah.
right on the spot, right on the moment, but there's a lot of artists out there that are up and coming and that are trying to make a
Mm,
name for themselves. And obviously like that goes for all genres, from country to
yeah,
pop to rap. Like there's so many up and coming artists in every genre just trying to make it, and like TikTok and Instagram are just big things for people to get out there and create more fan base and stuff like that. But
yeah.
what would you say makes you different compared to a lot of these other artists out there? Like what makes you you?
I would say like my hustle right now because just the amount of work that I'm trying to putting in right now like because at the end of the day there's always I feel like there's always somebody's gonna be like a little bit more talented than you or like who has more skill than you but if you put in the hard work like if you try to push your music you try to like a lot of people hear the music talk to different people,
Yeah.
you know, I feel like that's me personally, that's what makes me different.
Yeah. No, and it's just cool that like some people can just answer that right away and just know who they are. It's like it's one of my favorite words or like kind of phrases that I always like to use is instant identity. You kind of know who you are and like what you want to be, and you know what makes you, when it comes to your music, you know what makes you stand out compared to some of these other artists out there.
Yeah. And also I feel like because my music is not like just rap music, it's also like Afro music, it's also like a little bit of like vibing music, you
Yeah.
know. So I feel like that's kind of makes me a little bit different
Mhm.
in especially in Boston, because not a lot of people making like this type of music. But just going back on what I said, it's the hustle that you gotta put in, the hard work,
Yeah.
which will make
No,
it
and
different.
honestly,
Yeah,
that it's it's a big thing, is the hustle and the grind is just a big thing for artists, especially like when you love something, like when you're passionate about like music and stuff like that. If you're
Yeah,
really hustling and grinding and those people actually see the work that you're putting into it, it's just cool because I feel like the process comes out a lot better. The song comes out a lot better. The words come out a lot better. And it's just,
yeah.
you can really tell that from an artist, which is cool.
Oh, for sure, man, for sure.
Yeah, so kind of getting into the last little question here. We've been flying right through here, having some fun.
Yeah.
Is what are your goals as an artist? Like, where do you want to go with your music, and what else can we expect from you down the road?
I mean, for every artist, the goal is to make it big. At the end of the day, is to make it big. But you have to start with small goals, something that you can accomplish every single day. Right now, my goal is to get as many people as I can to listen to my music. And then I know we had a rough year last year too. We couldn't do performances. So I want to get back on that, like try to get a few performances in, and then we can take it from right there, you know.
No, that's awesome. And I mean, like I said, you already have a couple of good songs out. I'm always vibing to them. They're on my playlist. So whenever they
Yeah, I
come on,
appreciate it. I
I'm
appreciate it.
vibing and
Yeah.
jamming out. And I just obviously I can't wait to get a collab with us together, have one of my beats,
Oh,
have you flow on it, and
definitely, definitely. Yeah.
it'll just go off from there. But getting into the good stuff here is the song that we're gonna listen to right now, Long.
Sure.
Before we kind of get into it, do you want to just kind of give a little background on how this like came about?
Um, I think we mentioned this earlier. I think it was off, but it's one of my boy Jimmy. Like, I first heard this song on his Instagram. I was like, "Ooh, yeah, this is really nice. Can you send that to me?"
Mhm.
He did. On it took me like 2 days to write to the song, and then I sent it back to him. It took him another 2 days to do the mixing, the mastering. Then we put it out. So.
No, that's awesome. Like I said, I was just listening to this the other day and I was vibing with it. So let's take a listen to this. This is Long.
Yeah.
So that is Long. I mean, dude, that is just a vibe. It's a vibe. Like I dig it, and I you guys definitely killed it on there. Honestly,
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. But people should check it out. It's actually like a really vibey song, nice song. People should really check it out.
yeah, no, for sure. Obviously that's out on Apple Music, Spotify, all that stuff. You have another song out that like I really like that one too. 1, 2, 3. That one's just a vibe.
Yeah.
Like you can just chill to that one. Like it's really cool. Kind of before I end things here, do you want to just let people know where we can find you, like what your social media is, and obviously just say your artist name again, just so people can find you on Spotify and Apple Music and stuff.
Oh, definitely. My name is Stubby, and that's the $ STUBBY, and you guys could find me on like Apple Music, Spotify, like you said, all that good stuff. And you guys could add me on Instagram. My username is JAM_LK, and yeah, That's it right there.
Perfect, man. Obviously, because I'll be vibing to your stuff, and then eventually, hopefully, we'll get something out there. But again, thank you so much for coming on here, dude. Like, it's super cool to connect with the hometown boys and just
Oh,
to
for sure, man, for
because
sure.
it's crazy because like you think like we graduated in like 2015 and then like back then I wasn't really that big into like doing my music stuff until like the last few
Yeah,
years. So it's just cool to kind of come like through like 5 or 6 years later and actually see us like doing this kind of stuff.
damn, like that's true, man.
Yeah, no, it's cool and it's awesome and I just can't wait to see what else you got down the road, what else I got down the road and obviously when we cross paths, hopefully.
Oh, for sure. And hopefully we can do this again, especially like after you we collab on that song that we're
Oh
gonna
no,
do.
for sure. Oh no, we'll get back on. We'll
Yeah,
jam out to the new song and all that stuff.
yeah,
We'll definitely be back again. But dude,
for sure,
again,
man.
thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it too, man, for having me.
No problem. All right, so that concludes another episode of the Spotlight interview series hosted by yours truly, ACK. Every Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern, y'all can come and tune in and you'll see another interview another Sunday and I'll see y'all next week. Thanks for tuning in.